Hey, thanks for tuning in to another episode of TV Film, your weekly dose of everything upstate indie film. I'm your tour guide, Brandon Bethman. We start with filmmaker Dan Masucci. Residing in Scotia, New York, his short film Letting Go started from a phone call from a producer for the Steven Spielberg reality show, On the Lot. Actually, I'll let Dan tell the story.
My definition of an independent filmmaker, is anyone who works outside of the Hollywood studio system. Now, I'd have to take a guess here, but I'm betting it's about 99.9% of filmmakers who are making films now. My name is Dan Masucci. I'm a filmmaker from Scotia, New York. I'm also a stay-at-home dad of 2 boys. The film you're about to see is called Letting Go. It's a short film that I wrote and directed that has screened in over 50 film festivals around the world, playing in over 6 countries and getting 2 distribution deals. I wouldn't have thought to make this movie, but for the fact that I auditioned for Steven Spielberg's reality show On the Lot, that was basically American Idol for filmmakers. I made it into the top 1%, the top 100 out of over 12,000 people from around the world. Now, during the nearly 2-month audition process, I was told that, well, I may have to make a film at a moment's notice. That notice came and turned out that I had to make a 3-minute film in a week's time and get it to them in Los Angeles. So I created a story about a man struggling with his son's growing independence. His 9-year-old boy, who's played by my own son, Nicholas, is ready to put away his security blanket. I did finish the film. I got it out the following week. I was in Los Angeles at Mark Burnett Productions having one of my interviews. While I wasn't one of the 50 finalists brought out for the show, I really wanted to take something that at the time I felt was a negative and turn it into a positive. So I began submitting to film festivals. And really in the past year, I think I've had more opportunities than I ever would have dreamed possible. I've made great friends, great filmmaking contacts. Film festivals have brought me out to their festivals, put me up, and probably the best experience though has been taking it to the festivals and getting the audience reaction, watching them be affected by what I've done. I've had parents come up to me and tell me how moved they are. I've had younger kids, teenagers, people in their early 20s come up and say, wow, and I have a different perspective on how my parents must think. Today, there's so many people out there who are making their features. They're making their $500, $1,000 features that it really has pushed, in my opinion, the story to the forefront, because the technology has made it so that your films can look slick and very comparable to Hollywood. But if you don't have a story, you don't have anything. So the competition now becomes, what story do you have to tell? How inventive can you be? How original can you be? I'm currently promoting a short film that I wrote and directed called Against the Wind that was finished a couple months back. It's approaching nearly 20 film festival acceptances already with no signs of slowing down. So I'm very happy about that because it's the follow-up to this film, Letting Go, and I believe it's a better film. I'm extremely grateful for the opportunity to have my film take part in TV film and to share my story with WMHT's audience, and I hope everyone enjoys the film, and thank you for the opportunity.